Good evening from Virginia State University, as we are just moments away from tip-off for the 2023 USCAA Men's Division II Basketball National Championship game. It's the number 1 Penn State Wilkes-Barre Nittany Lions taking on the number 3 Miami Hamilton Harriers. Pleasure to have you with us here on the broadcast. I'm Jake Irwin here alongside my partner Zach Donaldson. Our producer is Logan Barandis, as we are just moments away from starting what should be a pretty good game, honestly. I mean, it's the one in the 3 seed, but we've seen these teams playing throughout the week, and I would say that just comparing their different archetypes and what they're good at, it's going to be a pretty evenly matched contest.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the cream of the crop, too, in Men's Division II, the number 1 and the number 3 seed. Penn State Wilkes-Barre, the only number 1 seed to make it to this point. Can they finish it off? Time will tell, as tip-off set shortly, as they'll go through the starting lineups before that.
Yeah, if you're a number 1 team, this tournament has not been real friendly to you, as all the other number 1 seeds got knocked out except for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Of course, we had the 3 championship games prior to this that covered the women's side and men's Division I, and none of those other games had the number 1 seed. This is the first one of the day, so that's a pretty amazing statistic, one to put down in the books for the USCAA records. Let's look at the road here for the Miami Hamilton Harriers. Their first game in this tournament, they won 68-55 versus NHTI in the Division II quarterfinal, and then their second game to get here was a 69-61 win versus Great Bay Community College, and that was in the semifinals. For Penn State Wilkes-Barre, it started off with a 74-68 win versus Penn State of Greater Allegheny for the quarterfinal round, and then a 77-72 victory over Kent State Tuscarawa in the semifinals. That took place last night. Miami Hamilton on a 6-game winning streak right now, and Penn State Wilkes-Barre holding a 2-game winning streak. Looking at the head coaches for Miami Hamilton, they have Michael Piotz. He's in his 3rd year. And for the Nittany Lions of Wilkes-Barre, it's LaShawn Hammett in his 6th year, was the 2019 USCAA Coach of the Year, and won the Division II USCAA Championship in the 2018-19 season, where they would beat Johnson & Wales University of Charlotte 86-64. Let's look at some of the starting lineups. For the Harriers, it's going to be Ryan Marshall, Jamison Bradley, Aiden Turner, Josh Wildermuth, and Michael Kean. And for the Nittany Lions, it's Anthony Pico, Jalen Willis, Tequan Hawley, James Jackson, and Tyson Tanner Jr. Those are your starting 5 for the Harriers and the Nittany Lions. Still going through lineups out there in the court, and while we await for tip-off, we'll thank some of our sponsors for sponsoring the 2023 USCAA basketball tournament. Northwest Designs, Inc. is the official merchandiser of the national championships. They provide an outstanding selection of apparel that is fully customizable. Don't miss out on the memory of the 2022 basketball national championships. To purchase your official 2022 USCAA National Basketball Championships merchandise from Northwest Design, Inc., visit their booth in the community center located near the food court.
Follow the USCAA on social media for the most up-to-date happenings during the tournament. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
So the Harriers are out there ready to go, and now the Nittany Lions are. We have Wildermuth and Tanner at center court for this tip-off.
Penn State Wilkes-Barre looking to win its first championship since 2018-2019. So not too long ago, these guys are familiar with the stage, or at least head coach LaShawn Hammett is.
Away we go, here from Virginia State University for the Men's Division II National Championship game. That's Pico swinging it out to Willis, out to the far side here to Jackson. Back over to Pico here at the top of the circle. He's going to dribble it and dish it over to Jackson. Thought about a far corner three. Now going to try to work his way in. 5 on the shot clock here for Wilkes-Barre. Good defense here by the Harriers. Layup won't go. And offensive rebound here for the Nittany Lions. Shot clock will reset. Going back out here to Willis. Out here to the far side. 3 from the wing. Sinks it. Anthony Pico breaks into the score column with a 3-ball. Miami Hamilton trying to respond here. That's Marshall with it. Pass out here to the far wing. And now looks like we're going to get an off-ball foul. Looks like that's going to be going on Pico of the Nittany Lions. Waiting for official confirmation now on who got the foul. It's actually going to be on James Jackson. So Jackson getting the first foul of the game. It's going to be Michael Kean inbounding it here for the Harriers. Dumps it off here to Turner. Passing around the perimeter is the Harriers. And almost a steal there by Jackson, but Harriers keep possession. Pass inside here down to the low post. Fading shot. Banks it off the window, but can't get it to go. Nittany Lions go the other way with it.
Look at Jackson contesting on the perimeter, then retreating to contest the shot and snagging the rebound. Hot start to the game for him. He's been all over. Inside,
working hard from the low post. 2 defenders on him, and almost coughing it up there is Jackson. Still fight for the ball. Shot from the free throw line. This one doesn't go as it's left short. Still fight for possession. Nittany Lions get it ultimately, though. That's Willis finding a lane, putting it up, almost getting the and one, but can't quite get it to fall through the netting, as that looks like a foul on Loudermouth.
A couple of offensive rebounds there for Penn State Wilkes-Barre to keep that possession alive. They're already up to 3. It's less than 2 minutes into the game here.
First free throw for Willis won't go. He's a 67% free throw shooter. His second one will bank off the back of the iron. So the Nittany Lions will stay with 3 for the time being. Miami Hamilton still looking to get on the board. Far corner, Bradley motioning for one of his teammates. 10 on the shot clock here for Miami Hamilton. Good defense here by Penn State. 3 on the shot clock, and a shot here finally, but he's going to leave it too strong. It's going to bank off the rim. It's going to be Nittany Lions basketball. That was Marshall trying to put one through before shot clock expired and just missed his mark.
Marshall led the team in scoring in the semifinals, put up 25 points.
Yeah, Marshall had 27 points in the last game, paired with 9 rebounds. Mid-range shot, and nothing but net. Miami Hamilton's on the board, courtesy of Aiden Turner. It's Willis, back and forth with Jackson. Here from the high post. Working his way in, and now a pass underneath, and beautifully executed. That's Tyson Tanner getting a set of points.
Size for Penn State Wilkes-Barre really showing early that they have the advantage in that category.
Pass inside here for Miami Hamilton. Can't get the layup to go, though. Nittany Lions will take advantage of that miss by Loudermouth. Pass here to the high post. And now shot from the far side. Swishing it through is Anthony Pico.
Pico, a hot start from beyond the arc. That's now 2 for him.
Pass here to the near wing, and a shot, but going to miss it to the left. Rebound, though, and that one's going to be deflected. Nice job there by Jackson, denying that shot. Here comes Willis down the right lane. Dishes it out here to the short corner, and this one's going to miss its mark. That was Tequan Hawley trying to get that one to go. It's Loudermouth out to Bradley. Now here to the far side. Inside here to the right of the hoop, and a nice lay-in by Kean. His first points of the night. Pico sends it out to Jackson. Trying to find a lane. And now a long two. That one's going to rattle in and out. Couldn't get that one to fall. Unlucky bounce. Miami Hamilton with the defensive rebound. That's Bradley. Dumping it off to Marshall. Pass inside. He's wide open for a layup, but can't get it to go. That was Turner just fanning on it.
A couple of those point-blank looks the Harriers have missed now.
Going towards the baseline. Now dishes it out here to the paint where Hawley couldn't get a handle on it. And going the other way with it is Marshall. Top of the circle. Bounce pass here to the low post. Trying to get one off the glass, and he does. Nice lay-in there by Turner.
That's a pretty move and a nice feed there by Marshall, letting this guy go to work.
Near wing, back to the top of the circle is where Jackson holds it. Now here from the high post is Willis. Willis with a pivot. Dishes it out here to Pico. Pico with a mid-range, and that one's good. Pico already up to 8 points.
Yeah, he's seeing the cylinder well. You can tell 3 for 3 from the field early on, as you said, already out to 8 points.
Pico leads the team in points per game with 17. Definitely a huge part of this Nittany Lions offense, a big reason why they've made it this far. Here's a far three, but that one's not going to go. Leaving it short is Loudermuth. And the Nittany Lions go the other way with it. That's Willis. Back and forth pass there. Now he takes a shot from beyond the perimeter, but that one's going to clang off the rim. That's Turner taking it across center court to Bradley. And now that's Kean with it. Looking for a pass here. He's going to dump it off to Marshall. 8 on the shot clock here for the Harriers. Working his way to the paint, and he's going to hit the deck hard, and we're going to have a foul here on Penn State. We'll see who they call it on.
Yeah, he took a hard fall.
So that foul is going to be on Hawley, as we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Penn State leads at 10-6 with 13:42 to go in our first half. While we're on a break, follow the USCAA on social media for the most up-to-date happenings during the tournament. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the official tournament hashtag USCAA Nationals 23 to see what others are posting. And as the region's primary marketer, Richmond Region Tourism warmly welcomes meeting planners, tournament organizers, tour operators, travel media, and leisure travelers. A nonprofit organization, Richmond Region Tourism offers a comprehensive array of information and services to help the local hospitality industry benefit from the powerful economic engine that is tourism. The USCAA would like to thank Richmond Region Tourism for hosting the 2023 National Basketball Championships. Without their support, this event would not be possible. So we are coming out of our break. Got a 10-6 lead here for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. They're getting some free throws here after the Tequan Hawley foul.
Yeah, no real narratives. 2.2, just about 7 minutes into the game. Each team going back and forth. Still pretty low scoring to this point, too.
Jamison Bradley's first free throw will ring in and out. He's a 72% free throw shooter. Bradley's second go at it is through. That's Jackson with it. Pushing it out to Pico, back to Jackson, and now here to the near side to Willis. From the CIA logo, working his way inside, but can't get that one to go. Going the other way with it quickly is Bradley, and now a fight for that basketball. 3 Nittany Lions in there and 1 Harrier, and Penn State will come up with possession. Willis trying to drive through the right side. He does. Almost puts up that beautiful contested shot and goes off the foot of Willis and out of bounds. So Harriers will get possession.
Yeah, Willis almost able to finish that in traffic. That would have been a nice bucket, although off the mark, and the lead's still 3 for Wilkes-Barre.
Almost got the roll there. Would have been quite a bucket if he would have made it a highlight reel, no doubt. That's Marshall holding it. He's guarded by Pico. Out of the far wing to Lance. 8 on the shot clock. Now here to the low post on the far side. Puts a layup up, but can't get it to go. He'll take the foul, though, and Bradley will go to the line for the second time in our game.
Yeah, it's on Jackson. That's his second already. So something to keep an eye on. Just below 13 minutes left in the first half. Jackson, one of the key pieces to this Penn State Wilkes-Barre cog.
Yeah, you said it right. Jackson averaging 10.8 points per game in this season. Also 8th in the USCAA for men's Division II in field goal percentage at 57.5. As we're waiting for Bradley here to tie his left shoe. All right, he's all good to go. Here's Bradley's first shot, and this one's going to make its way through. And checking in for the Nittany Lions will be Ballard. His first time on the floor. Second one, and it's through to pull Miami Hamilton within 1. Tanner doing the inbounding, and Ballard taking it up court here for the blue and white. Some passing around the perimeter here for the Nittany Lions. Now up top. Here to the far wing, 3 ball, goes in and out. Rebound, though. And a foul here on Miami Hamilton. That three-pointer was so close, as like halfway through, and just got the unlucky bounce.
Yeah, Pico, he got robbed on that one. Another offensive rebound for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Give him 5 now, and get to go to the line and earn 2 points.
Yeah, Pico, that would have been his 3rd three-pointer of the night. Already up to 8 points, as that first free throw is off the mark by Tanner. Tanner, a 69% free throw shooter throughout the course of this season. The second one will splash through, putting the Lions up by 2 points. Turner with a back-and-forth dribble. Out to Lance and now to Marshall. Marshall with a pivot step. Now a close pass there to Turner, near corner. And now back up top. From the left side, fading shot. Can't get it to go. Fight for the basketball, and Penn State will come up with it. That was Cody Lance trying to get that fading floater to go, but no dice. Penn State with some quick ball movement here on the left side of the court. That's Willis. Dishes it inside here to the low post. Trying to spin around and get a shot in, and he does. That's Azoji getting his first points of the night.
What an effort to find some space there and get that bucket through.
Alan Azoji averaging about 6.4 points per game. And we're going to get a foul. And it's going to be a charge. Wasn't sure if they're going to call that a charge or a blocking foul. Some hesitation there by the official, but he made up his mind, and it'll be Nittany Lions basketball.
And King Goss lowered his shoulder there, warranting that charge call. And that forces a timeout on the floor, our second.
We have a media timeout on the floor. So, while we have this timeout, BSN Sports the official sports goods supplier of the USCAA and the sponsor of the USCAA Player of the Week, was founded in 1972 as a factory direct equipment company. BSN Sports is the largest distributor of team sports apparel and equipment in the United States. BSN Sports offers the most brand names in the industry. One stop, and you are done. Their partnerships with the best brands give you access to the latest, hottest products at the best prices. They outfit your team head to toe and sell virtually every piece of equipment you need. For more information, please visit www.bsnsports.com. So far in this ball game, Nittany Lions are 2 of 4 from three-point range, and Miami Hamilton still trying to sink their first three as they are 0 for 3.
Yeah, Penn State just looking for any source of offense outside of Anthony Pico, who has 3 of those 4 3-pointers, the other one courtesy of Jalen Willis. But Miami Hamilton, they're hanging around, only down 4.
Yeah, the other point scorers for Penn State include Alan Azoji and Tyson Tanner. That's Willis with it here at the top of the circle, trying to find a lane, but he's going to cough it up, and going the other way with it is Marshall. Marshall trying to get a pass inside, but a nice deflection there. Looked like that was Tanner getting in the passing lane.
Yeah, Tanner read that perfectly. Marshall tried to act like he was going to pull up in transition, take the jump shot, but passed instead. Marshall read it like a book.
Here's Willis driving in, dumps it off, and can't get the floater to Tanner. Rebound, though. That one won't go either as that hops out. Fight for the basketball, and we're going to have a jump ball. And it's going to be Harriers basketball as the possession arrow favors them. So here's Marshall taking it across. Out to Lance. And now top of the circle, Turner. Back to Marshall. He has Pico guarding him. Finds a pass out to the far side of the court. Low post, being guarded heavily, trying to turn around and get a shot. He does. Off the glass, and putting it through is Cody Lance.
Cody Lance reaching into his bag right there. Nice post move. Got the defender to bite and got the bucket.
Cody Lance, a dangerous three-point shooter, first in the USCAA in three-point percentage with 48.3. So Miami Hamilton will be looking to him to get the three-point game started maybe at some point. And there's a turnover there for the Nittany Lions. So going the other way with it is Marshall. It's Turner. Back to the top to Marshall and now to Lance. 8 on the shot clock. Here from the left side of the hoop. Fading shot. And too much on that one as it caroms off the back of the iron. Penn State with that 2-point lead. With 9:05 in our first half. Here's a three ball, but puts too much on it. That was Pico.
Yeah, he's off the mark. Missed his last 2 after starting 3 for 3.
Yeah, certainly a hot start for Pico. Got 8 points in the early going of this half. That's Marshall. Two-handed overhead pass here. That was to Scantland, and now a jumper from the far elbow. That's Aiden Turner. He's up to 6. Willis to Ballard. And now some quick passing underneath. Guarded by 2 defenders and some aggressive defense there by the Harriers as they get Azoji to hit the floor. And they're going to ultimately call it a jump ball as the officials there discussed it for a little bit and came to that conclusion.
Yep, jump ball. Possession arrow points to the Lions. Tie game still pretty low scoring, just 13 apiece for both squads.
Here's the inbound. Gets it up top to Ballard. Ballard working his way to the far side. And now out to Zoji. Zoji working his way through. 2 on the shot clock. Tries to get the lay-in kick. Get it to go. Offensive rebound, though, for Zoji, and a travel. The Harriers players surrounding Zoji were all doing that traveling motion. And finally the official did as well, as that was the correct call. And now we're going to have time on the floor.
Yep, they made sure that he saw it. And looks like he did, as Penn State's called for the travel. Zoji with a nice spin move to get in great position to finish off a layup, but just left it a little wide.
Yeah, that was the 6th offensive rebound for the Lions. Miami Hamilton sitting at 2. So far, Penn State wins in the rebound department with 13, and Miami Hamilton has 10. While we have a moment, Bag Tags Inc. is the official credential and lanyard supplier of the USCAA and the Small College National Championships, a family-owned company. They've been in business for 22 years, providing bag tags, lanyards, face masks, and more. Looking to add a customized experience for your next event? Visit bagtagsinc.com for more information on creating your next custom product. About ready to resume here from the floor. Both teams still have all of their timeouts, as these stoppages have been for media timeouts. Miami Hamilton starting off with possession here coming out of this break. That's Keehan with the inbound to Marshall. That's Marshall trying to find a lane. Instead, dishes it out here to the far side. That's Bradley holding it. Left-handed dribble, gets it out to the far side, and now pass underneath to Marshall. Up top, from downtown, gets the roll! Michael Keehan with his first 3-ball of the night.
First for Miami Hamilton as a squad. Penn State Wilkes-Barre just 5 for 18 in a total, and 3 of those, my bad, has been by one player.
Near corner 3. That one's going to go off the top of the backboard, and defensive rebound for the Harriers.
And make it 5 for 19. Wilkes-Barre really struggling to find a groove right now on offense.
Harriers with a slight pace of momentum here in this portion of the half. Working inside, and nobody guarding him is Turner as he made his way around Ballard. Miami Hamilton up by 5. Ballard between Pico, back out to Pico underneath, and he puts that up for the layup as Wilkes-Barre is able to respond.
That's a real nice pass there by Ballard down to Pico. Pico, great movement off the ball.
Far side wing is where Bradley holds it, kicks it out to Turner. And back to Bradley. Inside here for Wildermuth. Far wing, thought about taking the shot. Instead, goes into the paint and is fouled. And Wilkes-Barre confused by the foul call, as that was Tyson Tanner. And now shooting 2 will be Aiden Turner. 76% free throw shooter. This is his first time at the line. First one won't go as it rolls off. And coming off here for Penn State will be Ballard, and we're going to substitute Emil in. Mark Emil, a junior for Wilkes-Barre. Resides from Hartford, Connecticut. That's Emil with it. Gets it out to Pico, back to Emil. Now Emil with a steady left-handed dribble, puts it back to the top of the key, and now working his way underneath and putting up a shot, and being fouled is Tequan Hawley. So both teams have 4 fouls at the moment. Takes 7 to get into the bonus and 10 for the double bonus. Hawley's first shot from the line is going to be too strong as bounces off the back of the hoop.
Just 1 for 5 from the stripe is Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Slow start there for them. And free throws could be the difference when games like this come down to it.
Yeah, those extra points really matter in a close kind of game like this one. That's Bradley. Nice pass inside, guarded by 2 Nittany Lions, and he's going to retreat and take it back to the far side. That's Marshall up top. Gets it out to Bradley. Bradley with a nice cross-court pass, but it's going to be taken away by Emil. Nittany Lions go the other way with it. That's Willis. Willis from the high post. Rings in and out. Offensive rebound. Trying to put it up, and he's fouled. That's Tyson Tanner going to the line.
Tyson Tanner ripping down that rebound. That's the 7th offensive one for Wilkes-Barre. And that's really been one of the only things they got going for them in this first half. Really active on the offensive glass, creating those extra possessions, but a couple times they haven't been able to hit the ensuing free throws.
Yeah, the last time Tanner was at the line, he went 1 for 2. And that one goes in and out. Make it 1 for 3.
Yeah, Wilkes-Barre also, I will note, getting some tough rolls on a couple of their shots. There was one right there.
Second one is also going to roll out.
That's also a tough one.
Yeah. Tanner will miss them both. And that's going to be Marshall here for the Harriers. Pass into the paint, being heavily guarded, almost getting the roll for the and one, but he'll take a couple shots instead from the stripe. That was Jamison Bradley.
Well, at least the basket's being fair on both ends.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe should have had an and one there.
Yeah, the luck for some rolls isn't favoring one side in particular, as we've seen it on both ends. Bradley's first free throw is good. Both teams up to 5 fouls right now. Comes the second. That one is going to bank through. And Emil will take it up court. That's Willis, the top of the circle. Hard pass here to the far corner. Tried to work underneath, but went back to the far corner. That's Emil. Thought about taking the 3. Instead, pitches it out to Pico. Pico now taking a 3, and that one's going to miss. And Miami Hamilton with the rebound.
Last couple shots for Pico have been heavily contested, so looks like the Harriers are catching on to what he can do.
Pico has 10 points so far on the night. The only player in double digits right now. From the low post, nice layup off the window. That's Cody Lance.
Lance been able to really maneuver down there underneath the basket a couple times for some nifty finishes. And Harriers, they're out to their biggest lead, the biggest lead of the game.
Shot from the line. That one's going to roll around. Tried to put it back through. Fight for that basketball, and Penn State ultimately ends up with it. Thought about the deep 3, didn't take it. That's Pico. Trying to get a pass across. Great defense here by the Harriers. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Miami Hamilton fans are cheering for their great efforts. 2 on the shot clock. Fading 3. Couldn't get it to fall. Wow. That was great defense there by the Harriers.
Yeah. You said it, Jake. What a defensive possession, locking all windows and doors.
Miami Hamilton with the momentum. That's Bradley here at the top of the key. Thought about taking the 3 here from the near wing. Instead goes with the layup and gets it through. Michael Kean is up to 7 points. Timeout here. Looks like it's going to be Miami Hamilton that calls it. And the Harriers looking at a 9-point lead right now here with 2:49 to go in our half, as the momentum is definitely favoring their side here, Zach.
Yeah, and I think we just saw a taste of why that late heave at the end of the shot clock by Mark Emil was just an ode to what this Harriers team has been able to do on defense ever since first few possessions or so. Penn State Wilkes-Barre just shooting 6 of 25 from the field. It's below 25% on the flip side. The Harriers shooting 50. So the defensive end has been a lot tighter on the Harriers side. Penn State Wilkes-Barre, they're giving up some easy layups, some good looks, but also have to credit the Harriers for creating those too.
Harriers have 12 defensive rebounds, and Nittany Lions have 7. Harriers also looking a lot better from the free throw line, as they are 6 of 8 from the charity stripe, and that's something that Wilkes-Barre is struggling at in this game. They are 2 of 8 from the free throw line, so that's 6 points left off the board here for the Nittany Lions.
25% is not a free throw percentage that you want to see on the scoreboard for your team. That's definitely got something that has to improve going forward if Wilkes-Barre wants to climb back into this one, because it's a 9-point lead now for the Harriers.
About to resume play here as the officials are talking to some folks down at Press Row, confirming something, not sure what it could be exactly, but discussion will continue down there. And also we have Jamison Bradley talking here to the official. So some things to clarify down there on the floor.
And Bradley and Marshall over there on the far wing. Some sort of discussion. Looks like now is ended.
And we'll resume play. That's Azoji with it, driving inside and getting fouled. Oh, it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Harriers basketball now, as that was Jamison Bradley in there. Thought they were going to call the foul on him, but called a jump ball, and Harriers end up with it. Lance Marshall gets it out to Scantland. Now Scantland out to Lance. Bradley looking for the pass, doesn't get it. Scantland at the top of the circle, 6 on the shot clock for the Harriers. Working his way inside, contested shot, good defense there by Wilkes-Barre, as that was Azoji covering Bradley. Now here's a three-pointer, but too strong on that one. Grazing the far side of the rim.
Yeah, that was way off the mark from Pico. You don't normally see that bad of a miss from him.
Going to get a kickball here. So we'll reset.
But once again, that was a heavily contested shot. Harriers defense doing a great job at draping Pico. They're making somebody else beat them, and right now, nobody's stepping up to the task.
Yeah, Wilkes-Barre, an excellent offensive team, 4th in men's Division II in points, as they have close to 2,500 on this season. And here comes Wilkes-Barre with it to the other side. And now we're going to have a foul, and it's going to go to Miami Hamilton, an offensive foul here on the Nittany Lions. Didn't catch who that was that got it. It's going to be Malik Addison.
Yeah, that was a charge. Addison's momentum kind of just carried him to who I believe was Marshall there in the middle of the paint. And that's a charge. Wilkes-Barre's offense still without an identity.
Wilkes-Barre up to 16 fouls. Miami Hamilton sitting at 5. Here's Marshall trying to put one through. Gets the roll. Marshall, his first set of points on the night.
Harriers living at the rim right now, and they're having a lot of success. Almost above 50% shooting, and a lot of that's because they're so close to the rim.
Willis with a nice spin move and puts up a shot. Doesn't get it to go through the netting, but an offensive rebound here for Penn State. Putting up a similar-looking shot, but this time getting it through is Alan Azoji. Now he gets the end one opportunity to get some energy here on the Wilkes-Barre side.
Yeah, they needed that one, and yet again, it's an offensive rebound that puts Wilkes-Barre in its best position so far in this game. That's really the only area that they've had immense success. 10 offensive rebounds now, still in the first half.
Nittany Lions as a team shooting 2 for 8 from the free throw line. He's able to make that one, though, and make it 3 of 8. Penn State trails by 8 here in the late going of the first half. That's Bradley dishing it out to Marshall. Marshall slowing things down here. Down to the far side to Bradley. And now up top to Kian. Bradley, he's going to take that three-pointer, and he's going to miss everything with it. Willis is going to take it the other direction. Shot clock is off as we have 22 ticks to go here in our first half. That's Ballard waiting with it. Pico back to Ballard. Now to the near side to Willis. 7 on the clock. Driving through is Willis. Now dumps it off. Going for the dunk. Slamming it through is Alan Azoji. That is how you get some energy off of the Wilkes-Barre bench.
Holy poster right there by Alan Azoji. Wound it back and threw it down. My, oh my. You said it, Jake. That's how you increase the energy on your sideline.
Felt this building shake a little bit after that one. That was not an earthquake. That was just Alan Azoji's massive dunk there. And now we're going to get a warning here on the Penn State bench here from the official because they're getting really rowdy over there, and understandably so. That could be the momentum that the Nittany Lions need to carry in to the locker room. And three-point play is completed here with the free throw by Azoji. 2 seconds on the clock. Bradley's going to heave this one up, and he's going to miss everything with that one, as that'll put us to halftime. Miami Hamilton leading at 27-22 against Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Well, quite an eventful first half here indeed from Virginia State University. Although the Harriers lead it here, quite an ending for Penn State Wilkes-Barre here from our first half.
You said it. It's funny because I was just preparing to say I don't think there have been many teams who haven't scored at least 20 points in the first half. I don't want to say that Wilkes-Barre is the first, but my guess is that they probably are. Very uncharacteristic first half from them. But Alan Azoji, that is a way to send your squad into the locker room. That can definitely do wonders just for the morale and the confidence of your team when really that whole half was all Harriers. Wilkes-Barre struggling to put points on the board, but they found a recipe towards the end right there and really dominated down low all game. See if that'll continue.
Yeah, Azoji has 8 points on the night, shooting 3 for 6 from the field. Also has 4 rebounds. And Anthony Pico has 10 points on the night, shooting 4 for 8 from the field. And behind those two is Tyson Tanner with 3. For Miami Hamilton, we have Aiden Turner with 9 points and 3 rebounds. He's shooting 4 for 6. Michael Kean with 7 points, 2 rebounds, and Jamison Bradley has 5 points and 5 rebounds and 1 assist. So that'll do it here for our first half from Virginia State University for the Men's Division II National Championship here for the USCAA basketball tournament. Don't go anywhere, as we're going to have a great second half for you here on the USCAA Sports Network. pleasure to have you with us back here on the broadcast as we're here at Virginia State University for the men's Division II championship game here between Penn State Wilkes-Barre and Miami Hamilton. And right now, Miami Hamilton leads at 27-22, about 30 seconds off from starting our second half. And, it's been a real good one so far, pretty much what we've expected, a lot of back-and-forth action.
Yeah, the number 1 seed and the number 3 seed. As we said, Penn State Wilkes-Barre, the only number 1 seed to make it this far. They're off to a bit of a slow start, especially on the offensive end. Haven't really been able to find much of a groove or a rhythm, but they are really active on the offensive glass, so that could perhaps be something they parlay into whatever they muster up to find success in this second half, because they have some work to do to get their first championship since 2018-2019. But on the flip side, Miami Hamilton, they'll be looking to secure their first in program history.
Yeah, it'd be a big deal for Miami Hamilton if they are able to pull that off. About ready to resume our game here, as inbounding it is going to be Pico. And away we go here in our second half of action. It's going to be the Nittany Lions starting off with the basketball. That's Willis. Now to Ballard up top, back to Willis, working his way through the lane, can't get it to fall, fight for the basketball, and on the floor with it is Bradley. And we're going to have, I believe, a jump ball there, not sure what they called exactly. Or a timeout here, rather. Yeah, it's going to be a 30-second timeout.
All right. So we've got a timeout less than, or I should say, a little more than 20 seconds into.
Yeah, that timeout called before a jump ball call could be made. So, early timeout here, just 21 seconds in. So far, looking at team statistics, Penn State has 5 turnovers, Miami Hamilton has 4. And for the three-point shot, not much from both of these sides. We've only seen 3 three-pointers, 2 of them from Penn State and the other one from Miami Hamilton. And these 3-pointers by Penn State were made by Tanner and Hawley. And then for Miami Hamilton, it was Keehan. And Keehan is second on the team in points with 7.
Yeah, there's been a lot of action underneath the hoop, specifically for Miami Hamilton. They've been finding small openings, but they've been able to navigate and get to the cup and get a bucket. Penn State, they've been active on the offensive glass. But, yeah, the outside game really hasn't picked up for either of these squads.
Pass inside to Turner. Turner's going to take it outside. Here by the logo, that's Bradley here. Working in from the low post and putting it up with his left hand and through. Bradley with 7 points on the night.
So there you go. Just not much contest down there from the Penn State Wilkes-Barre defense on those layups. Another easy look for Hamilton.
That's Willis with the pass here to the low post, trying to get a shot off, and he does, and he's also going to be fouled, as that's Azoji. He'll go to the line and have the opportunity to break into double digits.
Yeah, then on the flip side, it seems like everything from Penn State Wilkes-Barre is contested by Miami Hamilton.
First free throw will make it through. Again, Azoji, a 59% free throw shooter. The second one will go as well. Free throws have been looking a lot better as of late for the Nittany Lions, as they struggled with that earlier in the game. Keehan out here to Bradley, and now right at center court is where Turner will hold it. Left-handed dribble here, pass to the near wing. Thought about taking the three-point shot was Marshall. He's guarded there by Willis. Now Marshall's going to take it out here to the center of the paint. Tries to put up a shot. Doesn't make it anywhere close, though, as that was great defense there by Azoji. And losing the handle on that one, and offensive turnover there on Willis. Back the other way is Turner. to Wildermuth. Bounce pass inside here to the low post. Going to the other low post, and that's going to be a travel called on Jamison Bradley. Nittany Lions basketball.
Yeah, one too many steps there for Bradley, giving Wilkes-Barre the possession. Still just 25.8% from the field for Penn State Wilkes-Barre.
Something the Nittany Lions are looking to greatly improve on if they want to change this score. And that's a good way to start. And one from Jalen Willis. Has the opportunity to pull them within 3 if he can make this from the charity stripe.
Yep, that'll definitely help, but the tough looks keep coming for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Not sure how long they can keep up finishing those, but they have improved from the stripe, as you said. They are 6 for 12 now, 6 for 13, as can't convert the N1.
That's Marshall. Gets it out to Turner. Turner going to dribble it after holding it for a while. Nice feed underneath to Marshall. He's got 4. That's Ballard with it. Bounce pass to the far side, back to Ballard, and now to Willis. Guarded by Marshall. Two-handed pass out here to the far side from downtown. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, a fight for that basketball. Nice block by Miami Hamilton, but Penn State gets it back, and Pico puts up the shot. Wow, a lot of congestion there in the paint here on the right side of the court, but ends in favor for the Nittany Lions. That's Bradley kicking it out to Wildermuth. Back to Bradley in the far wing. Now finds an open lane. Puts up the shot. Can't get the roll as he's going to be fouled. And he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Bradley going to the line to shoot 2. He's 5 for 6 from the stripe today. He's had a lot of success, but on the other end, Penn State Wilkes-Barre yet another offensive rebound to keep the possession alive and cut that deficit.
It's going to be Scanlon coming onto the court, and coming off is Wildermuth. Wildermuth still looking to break into the score column, and he sinks the second one as well. That's Ballard. Out to Willis. Willis from underneath. He's going to flip it up and get it through off the bounce.
Real tough finish, but Penn State Wilkes-Barre starting to see the ball go through the net.
Far side here. Now Scantland with it. Now bounce pass underneath from the CIAA logo, and nice shot there by Scantlin there. Outside of the low post. Scantlin with his first points of the night. Willis down to Jackson. Three-pointer. Nothing but net. Anthony Pico is up to 15 on the night. He leads the floor in points. Almost a turnover there, but Marshall was able to handle it, and now Marshall's going to be shaken up as he was ran into pretty hard. I couldn't see who ran into him exactly as it happened so quick, but see if Marshall's all right as he's bending over right now. And we'll take a timeout here from the court. So, pretty interesting start here to the second half. Miami Hamilton with that 2-point lead. And it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this unfolds. As while we have the break, We'll read some sponsors. Barron Rings is the official ring supplier of the USCAA and the USCAA Hall of Fame. As a championship ring-focused brand, their relentless commitment to design, craftsmanship, and superior story-driven products are what drive the Barron experience to their high school, college, and pro market clients. To collaborate with one of their designers to create custom team rings or even an individual piece, visit their website at www.barronrings.com. Now we'll get the buzzer and about ready to resume gameplay. Miami Hamilton with 7 points off of turnovers. And Penn State Wilkes-Barre with 2. Penn State leading in the rebound department. They have 24, just 6 more than Miami Hamilton, who has 18. Going to get the inbound here from Kean. Kean from Cincinnati, Ohio. Gets it in here to Bradley. Bradley, the pass outside, and a travel. That's going to bring it the other way. Nittany Lions basketball. Took too many steps.
Penn State Wilkes-Barre now with a chance to take the lead or tie within 2.
Now we're going to have a foul. It's an off-ball foul, actually. That's going to be on Jamison Bradley. And after that foul, Bradley's going to come off, and Cody Lance is going to take his spot.
That's Bradley's 3rd foul. So Miami Hamilton head coach Michael Platt wants to be safe to one of his best players.
Tried to get that one to go, but couldn't get it. And now surrounded by Harriers was Willis. See another foul there. And that time it was on Keehan. So 2 quick fouls for the Harriers, and now up top with it is where Jackson will hold it. He's guarded here by Marshall. Pass outside, thought about taking the 3, was Ballard. Now here to the far side to Azoji. Zoji is going to plow through and be called with the charge. Harriers basketball.
Nice heads-up play there by Michael Keehan to get his feet set out of the restricted area and draw that charge. We know Osaji, how forceful he can be down on that block as well, so that was definitely not an easy decision for him to take that.
That's Marshall that holds it. He'll give a pivot step and dish it out to Scantland, and now back to Marshall here. Top of the circle. Thought about taking the shot. 6 on the shot clock here for the Harriers. Tried to go behind his back, and instead is going to turn it over here to Ballard. 3 ball. Misses off the front of the rim. Defensive rebound for Marshall. Being heavily guarded there by Willis. And now Marshall with the floater, but leaves it well short. Quick pass here down the court. Working underneath, off the window and through. That's 2 for Anthony Pico. He's up to 17. We're knotted up at 35 apiece here in the men's Division II championship. That's Marshall. Sends it out to Willis. And now we'll reset. So the foul there on Penn State Wilkes-Barre will leave for a Keehan inbound.
There's an issue with the clock. Officials trying to sort that out. Feels like it wouldn't be a USCAA tournament game if there wasn't an issue with the clock.
Yeah, we've had a few of those throughout the course of this week.
So 2 seconds were added, it looks like.
That's Kean with the inbound. Out to Marshall and to Turner, and now underneath. Nice pass, but couldn't get the finish, was Kean. So with that miss, we stay tied at 35 to the low post. 2 defenders there guarding him, but it doesn't matter anyways. James Jackson with his first 2-pointer.
The 6'7" senior showcasing his size right there on that layup.
Jackson able to give the Nittany Lions the lead. First time in a while. Marshall shoots a deep 3, but whistle's going to be blown. And we're going to have a timeout here from the floor.
Timeout called by Miami Hamilton. They want to talk things over after Penn State Wilkes-Barre. They've taken the lead. They've come out of the locker room and they've looked like a much more put-together team. Kind of all over the place in the first half on both ends of the floor, but they're not allowing as many easy looks for the Harriers, and on offense they're cashing in on some of those opportunities. Still racking up the offensive rebounds as well. They have 13 compared to 14 defensive rebounds. So they're keeping pace on the offensive end, cleaning the glass, and that's a big reason why they have that this 2-point lead right now.
Yeah, and Penn State Wilkes-Barre, a very tall team on average. As their shortest player on the floor for the last game was Ballard, and he's 6'1", and that's their shortest guy. You know, usually you have some guys mixed in there that are 5 foot something, but not this Nittany Lions team. Just a very big team overall, and they've been using that to their advantage here by getting big numbers in the rebound category.
A lot of size, a lot of strength, a lot of athleticism. They just weren't able to get the shots to fall in the first half, but it looks like the tides are turning here in the second. We'll see if the Harriers can put a halt to that. Is there something on the floor that they're cleaning up?
Yeah, it's right in front of the Miami Hamilton bench. And now there's something that flaked down from the ceiling, so they'll take that off as well. A lot of things unfolding here at the stadium today. We also had that power outage earlier that caused about a 20-minute delay in one of the earlier games.
Keeps us engaged, that's for sure.
Oh, it certainly does. That's Marshall holding it. Dribbles after holding it for about 4 seconds, and now spin move. Drives inside, a floater, but bounces off the back of the rim, as that was Turner looking for some points. Willis out to Ballard. Back here to Willis. He's going to shoot from mid-range and leaves it short. Offensive rebound here by Azoji. Now a three-pointer. Splashing it. Anthony Pico, his 4th three-pointer of the night. He's up to 20 points.
Pico's hit his last 2 buckets. Looks to be finding that shot again that he started off the game so strongly with.
Pass inside here to the low post. Now a three-pointer on the other end, but doesn't have enough mustard on it. Penn State Wilkes-Barre with the momentum as they lead it by 5. Exactly 12 minutes to go here in our championship game. That's Jackson that holds it. Trying to drive into the paint, but is being pressed by 2 defenders. Good defense here by Miami Hamilton, and a missed layup. Offensive rebound, trying to get that one up. And good job there by the Harriers not fouling, despite Penn State Wilkes-Barre being that close to the bucket. That's Turner. Out to Scantland here at the top of the key. Dumps it off to Marshall. Marshall with a deep three-pointer. That one's going to be short, though. Rebound. Puts it off the window and off the rim. Misses its mark. And now Willis will take it across the Trojan logo. To Ballard. Back to Willis. Dumps it off for another wide open three, but can't get that one through the netting. Offensive rebound. Turns around and puts it up. Gets the roll. James Jackson. The Penn State Wilkes-Barre bench is getting loud. They are really feeling it right now. Ryan Marshall holds it. Out to the far wing, now back to the top of the circle is where Scantland will have it. Marshall with a few pivots there. Now two-handed pass now underneath, wide open, unguarded is King Goss. He's on the board with his first two-pointer.
That's what the Harriers had a lot of success with in the first half, finding somebody who breaks open underneath with that, all that space that Penn State Wilkes-Barre leaves under there.
High pass, and that was Scantland that tried to save it, but couldn't get to it in time. And now we're going to have a timeout called. Looks like Miami Hamilton is going to need the break, so they'll talk things over. And while we have a break here from the floor, Blue Frame Technology, the official video streaming partner of the USCAA, provides end-to-end software, streaming, and event production services which empower athletic programs to grow their brands, attract talent, reach fans, and earn revenue. Their production truck software allows one producer to manage cameras, graphics, replays, social sharing, picture-in-picture, and more. Want to see it in action? See all games from this tournament at www.uscaasportsnetwork.com or visit www.blueframetech.com for more information on streaming your own events. Also, the 288 Group and 288 Travel are the hotel reservation specialists for the 2023 USCAA Small College Basketball National Championships. With a focus on building genuine relationships with their customers, they will help your brand connect with your customers. If you are hosting an event in the Richmond region and want to learn more, please visit www.the288group.com. So 10:04 to go until a champion is decided. That is barring any overtime that could perhaps be needed. And with a close game like that, you can't completely rule that out. This is Willis here at the top of the circle. Underneath, puts up the shot off the window, but can't get it through the netting. That was Azoji. Marshall. Out to Bradley. And out to Scantland. Scantland inside, fighting for the ball, but can't get it out of his hands. That was Willis looking to pry it out, but nice effort there by Bradley. He's into double digits.
That interior is still really loose for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Look for the Harriers to keep attacking that.
From the high post is where Jackson holds it. Now to the low post, putting up the shot, and one! Wow, what an effort there by James Jackson. He's up to 6 points with the opportunity for the three-point play.
Look at James Jackson starting to turn it on for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. As you said, Jake, up to 6 points, and he's definitely making his presence felt underneath with that big 6'7" frame.
Here's a senior forward from Brooklyn, New York, with the free throw. This one's going to carry him off, and Miami Hamilton will take it the other direction. It's Wildermuth. Quick passing here for Miami Hamilton, but too quick as they can't handle that rapid ball movement as this momentum continues to build here for the Nittany Lions. That's Willis holding it. Now out to Jackson. Jackson trying to work underneath. He does. Going the other side of the hoop, but can't get it to roll in. And we're going to have a foul. Looks like it's going to be called on Jackson.
Yeah, it's a tough sequence right there for Jackson. Almost looked like he had a gimme layup, but couldn't get the good bounce and records the foul right after that. That's his third.
Jackson, 3 for 8 from the field in this game, has 6 points and 5 rebounds. Bradley holds it and gets it in. Now here's a fading shot by Marshall, but can't get the roll. Rebound, though, here by Miami Hamilton. Driving in to the paint. Now a 3-ball from the near wing. Bounces off the back of the rim. And a fight for the basketball, and it's going to go to the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, I think a foul is going to be called there on the Harriers.
That was actually a foul on Lance. So Penn State Wilkes-Barre will look to add on to their lead. That's Ballard out to Willis. Now Willis underneath. Puts up the shot. Tried to get another and one. Couldn't get enough on it for that, but James Jackson will head back to the line. Almost his second and one opportunity here in, just the last minute.
Yeah, Wilkes-Barre feeding Jackson right now as Harriers don't seem to have an answer for him. That was Josh Wildermuth with the foul.
His first one is perfect as it swishes through. Increases the lead to 6. Takes his time here, and his second try is on the way, and that one's also good. Make it a 7-point lead. That's Bradley holding it. Quick pass here to the far side. Now underneath. Looking for the layup. 3 Nittany Lions there. And a foul. Wow, just 3 defenders there waiting for Wildermuth. And that's going to be Jackson's 4th foul and the team 5th. So Jackson 1 away from fouling out of this game.
Yeah, something to definitely keep an eye on, as I'm sure he'll take a seat following this timeout, but you can see the shift in the game when Jackson is in there. He really makes his presence felt down low, and now he'll likely have to take a seat, and an opportunity arises for the Harriers.
Harriers have 1 timeout remaining, and the Nittany Lions have 3. Miami Hamilton up to 7 team fouls, and Penn State Wilkes-Barre has 5. Yeah, so far in this game, we're seeing kind of what we expected to see. Penn State Wilkes-Barre has a kind of a comfortable lead right now. They lead by 7, but in games like this, the tides can turn rather quickly. After just a run, things can change and leads can go back and forth. So
absolutely. I mean, we've seen it earlier. Penn State Wilkes-Barre looked lost for the most part, but they were able to find their identity on both ends of the floor. Although Miami Hamilton still able to exploit that underneath area for the Nittany Lions. There's no room to breathe, or they leave no room to breathe on the offensive end, crashing the glass for the boards. But on defense, a little bit too much room for the Harriers to work with. They've lived at the rim. There's another stoppage for
floor maintenance.
Duty. Yep. Yeah, floor maintenance.
That's another thing that's been happening here. So some pieces of wood have been separating from each other throughout this tournament. Here on the paint that you're looking at right now here in this game, and so they've had to fix that here and there whenever it's separated to prevent anybody from possibly tripping over it. So credit to the guy that's had that responsibility throughout this week.
Yeah. He's been there doing his due diligence.
Somebody's got to do it, so that's Ballard holding it, and now he gets it out to Willis. Willis finds a lane. He'll drive through. Fading shot, but can't get that one to fall. And it's going to be Miami Hamilton basketball. That's going to be a foul there on Tanner. His second and team sixth. Waiting the inbound here from Kean. Gets it out to Loudermuth and back to Kean. 4 Nittany Lions there on that side of the court. Now they disperse. So that's Turner with it. Out to Kean and out to Bradley now, who's guarded by Azoji. Now Turner. Bounce pass here to the far wing and out to the far corners where Bradley holds it. Trying to get a pass underneath. Offensive turnover will give the Nittany Lions back the basketball.
Harriers struggling to find anything on offense that's not a wide open look at the cup. They're just 1 for 9 from three-point land. They're not really searching for that shot. They're trying to move the ball, move off ball, and find the best shot available. Haven't been able to get it lately.
Yeah, they have 9 turnovers on the game as well. Now we're going to get another foul call here. And that's going to be on Tanner again, his third. So possession goes back here to the Harriers. That's Marshall trying to direct traffic. Now Keehan dumps it off here to the low post. Bradley putting it up, but couldn't get that one through. And now fight for the ball. And we'll go the other way with it.
I think the foul was going to be called on Wildermuth, who had possession, or I should say Penn State had possession. Osoj had possession. He's going to be called for the foul, and that's the 8th now. So 1-and-1s for Penn State Wilkes-Barre.
Both teams in the bonus as Azoji is 4 for 4 from the stripe here tonight. And he'll stay perfect with that one. Second try here by Azoji. His shot, and that one rattles out. His first miss from the line tonight. That's Bradley, and this one's going to be deflected. It looks like a kick ball from Pico, so it'll stay with the Harriers. Keehan's going to inbound it here. Bouncing inbound to Marshall. Marshall gets it out here. And now handoff back to him. He's guarded by Ballard. Now to Keehan. To Bradley. Bradley guarded by 2 defenders. Now just one. Underneath pass. Putting up the shot, but can't get it on target. And stripping that ball free was Loudermuth, and looks like he's going to be called for the foul. Didn't get enough ball with that attempt to steal it.
Yeah, not sure about that decision there from Loudermuth, especially with Wilkes-Barre being in the bonus, and I think that's also his 4th.
I think Scantland was ultimately called with the foul. It was also Loudermuth in there, and Loudermuth coming off the court and sitting on the Miami Hamilton sideline. It's Emil who can't execute that free throw. The lead stays at a 7-point deficit. Marshall with a quick pass here to the near side, back inside. Now here from the near corner, and A 3-ball from Bradley, his first of the night.
Credit the assist there from Michael Keenan. Made the extra pass, went for the 3 instead of the 2.
Emil. Pass out to the far corner, back to Emil here in the far wing. Far corner again, that's Ballard, but can't get it on target. Miami Hamilton trailing by 4. Bradley. Pass out to Marshall. Now after passing around the perimeter, working inside the paint, back outside of the perimeter, and a travel called on Turner. No argument there by Turner. He knows that he took far too many steps.
Yeah, not even a step, just almost a squeak.
Yeah,
on the floor. That's all it takes, especially as we've seen from this officiating crew throughout the tournament. Won't hesitate to call even just the slightest shift of the foot.
If you're going to call it a step, it's a very tiny one at that.
Absolutely.
So that's Emil working around the high post with it, and now Ballard. Bounce pass here at the free throw line is where Jackson holds it. Jackson turns around, takes a fading shot, but can't get that one to go. Travels out of bounds, and it'll stick with the Nittany Lions. That was a close one. Didn't know which direction that was going to go, but Miami Hamilton touched it last. With under 5 minutes to go here in our championship game, our final USCAA tournament game. Games ran throughout this whole week, started on Monday. The skills competition on Sunday. That was a lot of fun to broadcast with my colleague Jason O'Connell. If you were able to tune into that. Here's one from downtown, and perfect. Perfection. Anthony Pico. Miami Hamilton has some work to do. Trailing by 7. That's Kean that holds it. And now working along the baseline and being stripped of the ball is Bradley, but it'll stick with the Harriers as Penn State obviously touched it last.
4:14 on the clock. Wouldn't say time's an issue, but Harriers certainly have to keep an eye on it.
Tries to go with an inbound, and it'll miss his intended teammate completely, and that'll go to the Nittany Lions. Not what you need at this point in the game.
Yep, certainly doesn't help there, giving Wilkes-Barre an extra possession for them to increase this lead. And as I said, time ticking away, approaching the 4-minute mark.
That's Emil with it. Out to Willis. Willis looking for a pass inside. Can't find anybody open. Now from the elbow. Fading shot. Can't get it to go. Miami Hamilton trails by 3 possessions. It's under 4 minutes to go. Thinking about a three-pointer. And here it is by Marshall. Doesn't have enough juice on it. Defensive rebound here for the Nittany Lions. As we said earlier, both teams in the bonus. Miami Hamilton with 9 fouls and Penn State Wilkes-Barre with 7. Miami Hamilton 1 foul away from putting the Nittany Lions in the double bonus. Working from the left side of the hoop, losing possession of it, and throwing it off of Turner there, and making sure possession stays with the Nittany Lions. Coming off the floor is both teams, as we're going to have a timeout.
A timeout on the floor. Nittany Lions will get the ball coming out of it. As it was a nice heads-up play to ricochet it off of Aiden Turner, but still 2 seconds on the shot clock, so we'll see what LaShawn Hammett is able to draw up with that in mind.
Yeah, it'll be definitely something that's quick moving, just a real quick pass in and then a quick shot to follow that, and You would imagine that would be something outside of the arc, but you don't necessarily need that. You'll take the 2 points if you can, especially in a game like this. You're up by 7, so
Definitely.
Any points you can get to add on to that lead are crucial.
Definitely. Penn State also hasn't had much success outside the arc, unless your name is Anthony Pico. He has all 5 of Penn State's triples.
Yeah, it's astonishing that Pico has attempted 12 3-pointers of their 16 attempted, and he's made 5 of those 12. Also shooting 9 for 17 from the field. Has 23 points. A solid performance here in the game that matters most. Going to get an inbound here. Looks like it'll be Jalen Willis that has the inbounding duties. And gets it out here. And a quick shot by Azoji. Can't get that one to go. Travels out of bounds, and it'll be Harrier's ball.
It was a nice look. Doesn't get much easier than that. Just a pass to the elbow, and Azoji uses his height to shoot it over the defender, but couldn't get it to go.
Keehan gets it out to Marshall off the bounce pass. Lance is going to hold it to Bradley. Now to Keehan. Now pass underneath. He was open. He's going to go from the other side and can't get that one to go. Oh, that was a crucial layup that had to be made, and it seemed like he hesitated there and went to the other end of the hoop. I don't know if he thought that there was a defender right behind him or what, but and now we're going to have a timeout here by Penn State Wilkes-Barre. They have 2 remaining. Miami Hamilton with 1.
Looks like you've got another one coming down to the wire. I've had a handful of them on today's championship day, but Penn State Wilkes-Barre with a clear 7-point advantage at this point. It's theirs to lose.